Hey, good morning. It's Patricia Murphy. It's Tuesday. This is Seattle Now. When your favorite chef or artist or writer gets exposed for gross and unprofessional behavior, even though you've never met, it can feel personal.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn something from this.
In a minute, we'll talk about the allegations of sexual misconduct against one of the city's brightest culinary stars. But first, let's get you caught up. There's another 250,000 shot of a lifetime drawing today. And this time around, there's a year of free tuition up for grabs. That's if the winners claim it. Lottery officials say more than 100 winners from last week's drawing didn't respond to their messages. Those unclaimed prizes will get rolled over to next month's finale. Meanwhile, the state attorney general is warning consumers to be careful after getting some reports that scammers are using the vaccine lottery to steal personal information. The AG sent an alert yesterday reminding you lottery officials will never ask you for bank or Social Security information over the phone. You might have noticed 4 huge shipping cranes floating across Elliott Bay. They showed up here Sunday from Shanghai, and port officials say they mean Seattle can handle the most massive container ships in the world. The ZPMC Superpost Panamax cranes are among the largest on the West Coast. They're part of the reopening of the port's Terminal 5 and will start unloading cargo in the beginning of next year. And if you thought it seemed a bit more soggy than usual Sunday, you were right. It was the second wettest June day in 2 decades. Seattle got nearly an inch of rain. The National Weather Service says showers will start to disappear tonight. And get your sun hat and flip-flops out because the second half of the week is going to be sunny and warm. Chef Eduardo Jordan is a pretty big deal. Just ask the mayor.
Can we just say city treasure? Among the things, you know, we've got Tom Douglas in the house. We got Eduardo. If you haven't been to his restaurants, I'm high on him. And I knew he was going to be here today, so I have a little treat for you, too. I won't read the whole thing, but I will tell you this is Chef Eduardo Jordan Day.
That's Mayor Durkin giving him some love a couple of years ago and proclaiming an Eduardo Jordan Day in Seattle. Jordan is known around the world. He has great restaurants in the city. He has 2 James Beard Awards. But now Eduardo Jordan is taking a step back after the Seattle Times detailed allegations of sexual misconduct from 15 women who worked with him. Jordan has apologized and denies many of the claims. Melissa Miranda says it's not just Jordan. Miranda is chef and owner at Beacon Hill's Musang restaurant. She says that sexual harassment is a problem across the restaurant industry, and it needs to be addressed. Melissa, thanks a lot for taking the time to talk.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So I really want to talk about the culture in your industry and how you think it might change. But first, Eduardo Jordan had a reputation, right, among restaurant workers. And it may not be easy for listeners to understand the power that a chef like Eduardo Jordan has in the industry. Help me understand what kind of power he really wielded and why it was so difficult then for people to come forward.
I think there's so many different aspects in which give people power. I think first and foremost, like the media and food writers and foundations such as the James Beard or other folks that give out awards that allow chefs to become larger than life. They allow chefs to have this platform of fame, you know, and that with it comes this clout, or with it comes this, like, I'm a James Beard winner, and so no one's gonna question me, or I clearly am so talented that, you know, everyone has to come work for me because I'm recognized by these people. And so that in itself, you know, is what lures people, you know, and that really is what it is. Like, so many young chefs feel that they need to follow that path because it's been so normalized in our industry that they have to endure abuse, they have to endure sexual misconduct because it's just part of how you climb the ladder, and this is how it's always been. But, I've experienced it in my career, and when does it stop? When do we stop promoting and idolizing people that shouldn't be wielding this kind of power, especially when everyone in the industry knows. They just don't know how to come forward and talk about it. Sadly, he's not the only one. There's so many more and so many unheard voices. And, I think it speaks volumes that, after the article came out, that his almost entire staff resigned and walked away. That's a hard decision, because what people don't understand is his actions, not only just the misconduct, but their decision to quit leaves them without security.
I wanted to talk a little bit about that because, we talked about the power, the cult of the celebrity chef here. But in this case, his staff made a decision to leave. And what do you think that says about them and about the conditions that they were working under?
I think it hopefully is a shift, albeit a small one, but for workers also to finally have the voice, because of the power that people wield. Oftentimes they're silenced, or they're paid off, or their departments find ways to get them out, but to collectively make a statement like that, it's just showing that people aren't tolerating this anymore, no matter the fame, no matter the celebrity quote, status of these people. It shows the humanity of it, and that we do have solidarity in supporting, the victims, and it's hard. I'm not perfect, but I try my best. I try and take care of my employees. I treat them with respect, give them voices, empower them, feed the community. It shows. And I don't know. I just hope that it can empower other people or inspire other people.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, because, of course, Eduardo's workers made a brave decision to leave the job. But what about the rest of us? Customers are pretty discerning about their food and their food choices. Should we be thinking harder about where we choose to eat?
Absolutely. I think it comes back to the media and the writers and the bloggers and the influencers. That in itself has so much influence on how we eat, what you Google, what you search. And then accolades also add to that, because then, there's clout and you can be like, I'm here at the best place or whatever. As consumers and diners, first and foremost, I think you should really see what these restaurants are doing for the community, what stories they actually have to tell, what kind of imprint they're leaving, and what imprint they hope to give back. There are a lot of places to eat in this city that don't get any love, that are incredible. And if we don't support them, then the culture in our city is going to die. We have to stop celebrating these freaking chefs that don't deserve it, because this is only scratching the surface. This article is only scratching the surface of the chefs in Seattle that have been in power, that a lot of people are still afraid of to talk about. And I think that we're shifting more from the idolization of chefs and plates to what is good food? Are the people behind it cooking good food? Because that's what matters. Is your soul nourished? Am I supporting a business that deserves it? Because that's what's going to sustain us, right?
Before I let you go, honestly, I think anybody who's had a job as a busboy or a dishwasher or a waitress in high school has been kicked around in the restaurant industry, right? It's not an easy business to be in. I wonder if your compassionate, thoughtful approach to management and in your kitchen is the rule, or
the exception. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's something that we talk about here because this isn't the normal. You know what I mean? And that's sad to say. But I think what we should be doing as media writers, as reporters, as food journalists, as influencers, is to do the research of the places that are doing it right, so that there can be more examples for people to see. Why don't you highlight and feature these people that are doing the work and stop highlighting the people that aren't? You know, like, you give credit where it's due because people are out here trying. You know, we're trying in an industry that is so difficult, and we sacrifice so much. But the ones that should be winning and the ones that should be seen, they should be getting the write-ups. You know, they should be the ones that are shown as examples, so that more people hopefully can follow suit.
Melissa, really appreciate you taking the time to talk. Thank you for being part of the solution.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to Seattle Now. If you're liking what you hear, share a favorite episode with a friend or leave us a review. Jason Pagano produced today's show. Our production team is Diana Opong, Clare McGrane, and Caroline Chamberlain Gomez. Matt Jorgensen does our theme music. I'm Patricia Murphy. See you tomorrow.